When you first start up Elliot, it doesn't exactly inspire confidence. It's not particularly the game's fault, it just has this mobile, shovelware look to it. However, after playing it for a while, it surprises you. You start with a short cutscene that introduces you to the main characters of this adventure. Two little blob creatures called Mambas, named Elliot and Manuel. The dialogue is very simple throughout, but it's entertaining, giving off a cartoon vibes, and I couldn't help but like the two little guys. Elliot is generally run-of-the-mill when it comes to controls. The player can sprint, jump, and slow down time for a mid-air dash. The dash kills all enemies, and when you do, it gets recharged. However, taking these simple concepts, the game manages to make some incredible scenarios, and really pushes what these controls let you do. The levels start off very simple, then quickly get more complex as it goes on. They stayed consistently inventive and difficult, requiring you to use your very simple skill set to the absolute limits. You will die. You will succumb to these levels quite a lot, especially if you attempt to collect all the optional music notes in every one that are stuck in some insane spots. I was impressed and surprised with the amount of smart and well-designed scenarios that the game throws in front of the player. Many of them often need several runs through before it starts to click, and this is doubly so for the boss encounters. The bosses are an absolute blast and will destroy your little guy over and over again. They are rush-through levels that require speed and precision. The boss chases you the whole time, and if you're too slow, you die. Just in the first boss encounter, I died around 200 times according to the in-game counter. This isn't Super Meat Boy, but it gets close. It certainly felt like I was restarting levels just as much as that game. And the chances to die are numerous as well, with an impressive number of levels that never overstay their welcome. The length feels just long enough to be satisfying without becoming stale or frustrating. There's around 60 levels with several boss encounters throughout. However, the levels, despite their good design, are just boring to look at. There are a variety of environments to help mix things up, but all of them eventually start blending together. It's difficult to expect a small indie studio to get great art assets, so this is a minor complaint, but it goes for the music as well. The first time you hear many of the tracks, they're catchy and work well. However, again, the tracks start blending together. I believe they played some tracks several times, and if they didn't, then all the tracks sounded eerily similar to each other. And it just gets grating. There is substance over style here. This is a finely tuned and challenging 2D platformer. It's great fun and can stand up with many of its more popular indie contemporaries. The levels are varied, the obstacles are often ingenious, and the gameplay will keep you glued to the screen in concentration. Elliot may not look like much at first, but give it a try and you'll find a brutal platformer that can frustrate and entertain for hours. This game deserves to be successful, mostly because I would love to see what this team could do with a bigger budget. Overall, this is a rock-solid title that has the fundamentals locked.